And then as we progress in the year, we're going to Trans World, getting fresh ideas, buying new props and characters, and stocking up for the season. And as soon as we get back, it's like it's full
100% ready to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
What we really love about you guys too is it's not just the props that you see at a lot of different haunts. So you guys really do a great job, I know you said you talked about it in a minute, but making, your own mask and costumes, and it's not the same type of scares that we necessarily see at 75% of the haunts I feel like we do go through. It's always a very unique
we pride ourselves in that a lot. So
I believe that's what sets us off from a lot of people is we don't have your Jasons and Freddys and things like that. I mean, because to us, if you're going to put a Jason out there, he has to meet that character standard. He's got to be the right height, the right size. Yeah. And a lot of haunts miss that with it. So when you see a 5'6" Jason walking around out there, you're like, okay, bro, like that's, come on. You know what I mean? We do a lot of those numbers all in-house. Yeah, you know what I mean? And so we do everything in-house. We make all of our own costumes. Mitch does all the painting on the mask and doing the distressing on the costume. So, we name our characters, give them backstories, everything, because we want to engulf you into the experience, the sight, the smell, the sounds, everything. We want to meet everything that our customers are looking for in the scares, in the scare factor.
For sure. That's why it's one of a kind, because it's real. I mean, there's the show and the entertainment side of it, but you can't fake real. You can't fake real animal pens. You can't fake the smell when you walk through different buildings after animals have been in there all year.
Very true.
Yeah.
We love Froggy's Fog. All right, we love them. I've yet to find a scent that smells as real as some of our bars.
You just can't. You can't match the slop block.
No.
You can match the smell of the slop block.
We call it country cologne.
That's right, country cologne.
It's hilarious.
This one right here really likes going back and forth with characters, and we really have.
That's my favorite customer. I love the ones that like to go back and forth. I love it.
So the way that we do it is every main attraction that you go through, you're going to have a lead actor, which is going to be kind of your supervisor for that area. Well, not always, but most of the time, the lead actors are multiple year veterans, and they know their storyline within their scene, and we give them free reign. I mean, obviously, you've got to keep it, within limits. There's a difference between scaring somebody and just being downright rude, and we're not going to have that. Period. It's just not going to happen. But when you give them free reign, and what kind of character their personality is. I'll tell you, it's like filming a 90s promo wrestling video. Every time you walk up to a new scene, they are hyped up.
Yeah.
And that's where it makes us different, where I feel is because even if you come every year, your experience could be different with the same character because they've got free reign to kind of ad lib with you. So whatever you start talking about, they're going to continue to have a conversation in character as long as you're comfortable or uncomfortable. We don't care. We'll stay right there with you the whole time.
Yeah.
We're very in your face and we're in your face haunt, like to get in your personal area. So
yes, I mean
we don't like that. We don't like that. Jump out from behind the wall, scare you, jump back behind the wall kind of thing. We want to get involved with our customers, and that's why we like to keep it in the groups we keep them in. The 8-people group, it's really good. Especially if the flow's going really well and everybody stays in it. It's a whole different experience with the haunted attraction.
Because we allow our lead actors to have so much banter, they were able to entertain the groups that were getting ready to go in, by timing it correctly with also the groups that are going through. So we would hit a drop down and you would be able to see your depth of field. When they hit the drop down, you're getting entertained, you're getting scared, but then you can see into the haunt that you're getting ready to go into. You can see through this room and through that room into the next room, and you can see through glass, and people are getting scared. And when the drop downs, you can really hear how loud and chaotic it is inside. And that's when people's nerves really start to get going, like, oh shoot, this is real. We can't get out of here now.
I can't tell you how many groups we have come through that don't even make it out of that front hallway.
Yeah.
They go in there and they're like, I'm not doing this.
Oh man.
Or get to the first building and Grandpa has to come call security like,
Yeah.
hey, we need some people escorted out. They don't want to do this.
Yeah,
no
there
more.
was like, it was insane. So last year there was one night, there was like 30 people in one night that made it to the first scene. And I guess they realized like, hey, this is a real barn. There's real animals. These people are going to get close to me. And they know how to talk shit. You know what I mean? Like, they know how to interact. They're gonna, if we can't scare you, we're gonna entertain you. And if we can't entertain you because you're just there and you don't want to have a good time, we're gonna go to your friends and we're gonna, pass it along. We've got a scare for everybody. Just because I cannot scare you, I'm gonna try to entertain you. I'm gonna make it memorable. We're gonna do something. We're gonna take a picture. We're gonna take a video. I'm gonna, have you pull up your Snapchat, and I'm going to Snapchat your friends and, tell them, they're missing out. Or, you know what I mean? I'll start letting you roast me and feel like you're getting over on us. But essentially what I'm doing is when I do that is I'm getting your name tag handle and I'm radioing to the, security and saying, hey, these guys they're not really having such a good time. Let's, we kind of can fill them out and say, hey, in this part of the area, when you see them, make sure, if you don't get a jump startle, if you don't get the entertainment from the banter, let's make sure we make them have a good time. So
I've had people make it all the way out to the clown room and they'll stop there and literally sit out there and wait on security. And I'm like, you're already halfway done. Just finish. And they're like, no, we're not going any further. Not going any further. And I'm like, man, what do you mean? And we try to get them like calmed down, like to push them on through, like, cause we, you paid your money to go through the whole thing. So it's not like we're trying to scare you to make you leave.
No, I know.
And we want you to experience the whole thing, because when you go home, we want you to go to your neighbors and everybody and go, you have to go to Reaper's Realm in Salisbury. Like, they put on a great show. They do X, Y, and Z, and we loved it. And they scared the crap out of us. I mean, it's always, you want everybody to have the best experience. That way they feel like they get the best bang for their buck.
But we just work so well together, essentially, like when we're scare acting, because we can both read groups really well, especially now. But even then, like, you could tell, like, the energy that a group was bringing, based off of the age group that they were. If they're, middle school age, high school age, if they're in their 20s, 30s, you kind of know what level of entertainment to bring, what kind of comedy you may want to bring to your banter. But ultimately, what's going to decide it is, when you approach them, kind of how the vibes they get off. If they talk back immediately, if you've got the big tough guy in the front that's leading everybody through, and we'll reorganize you. We had built the barn where it was the maze that you could get every group that came through in a single night. We could give them a different show. We could send them a different way.
Wow.
And we just were so good together.
I mean, you're talking putting people on the ground and have them crawling to get away from you in the barn. It was wild. It was really good.
Until they look up and see a 600-pound hog right in front of their face behind some, wire paneling. They're like, oh, no.
Back then, I was Johnny Hog and he was Pork Chop, and we had a guy that was our, what do we call him? Big Jeff. He was 7 foot tall. Angus.
I remember that guy.
He was like 7 foot tall, like 400 pounds, and
big dude.
Like, we literally had him in a chair and a strobe light above him. So when you first turn the corner, you look at him, you're like, okay, he's not that big.
Yeah.
And then he stands up in the strobe light, and you're like, holy shit. and then Pork Chop would come out right behind him to scare him into him, and then he's running back. Man, we used to have.
And then John would have a drop-down panel right beside him, so they would stop, look at him. I would get a side scare, push him. He would move to the side, and then John would come from over top of him. And it was just like a continuous line of working together. So scares in front, scares up top, scares from behind, scares from the floor. Like, you had nowhere to go but cover and run.
Wow.
And then they split us up because they were like, all right, you two have to have your own places. Like, you can't all be together out there. Like, we got to move you guys around. So